In a large organization, group decision-making can be difficult. Everyone will have different ideas and concerns. This presentation demonstrates ways to bring a group of decision-makers to a consensus regarding selecting a vendor for information systems. Because of the long-term nature of this vendor relationship, selection for the right fit is critical. Vendor selection occurs through a 7-step process. First, relevant stockholders are invited to participate. Second, each stockholder is interviewed and a model of their preferences constructed. Third, the group is invited to meet and revise a consensus model developed from the individual interviews. In step 4, the group proposes a scoring procedure to go hand in hand with their revised consensus model. In step 5, the group discusses their major differences and clarifies their assumptions and revises the scoring procedure. In step 6, the group measures the vendor's performance on various criteria and uses the consensus model to arrive at a 1 overall score for the vendor. In step 7, the facilitator documents the group's consensus model and the scores that various vendors have received, and then distributes the results throughout the organization. In healthcare organizations, there are many decision makers. Since healthcare providers are a key component to the delivery system, they should be included in the vendor selection process. This chart represents the preferences of Expert 1, the Chief Medical Officer of a large metropolitan hospital. After a one-on-one interview with the CMO, the analyst found that ease of use and reputation were the most important prominent attributes, each with weights of 0.4. Cost was lowest on the list with a mere weight of 0.2. This chart represents the preferences of the second expert, the CFO of a large metropolitan hospital as well. After one-on-one interviews, the analyst learned that cost is the highest preference with the weight of 0.6, ease of use and reputation were rated secondary with weights of 0.2 each. After collecting information from the group meeting and discussion, the chart in this slide was created, highlighting the consensus between the two experts in determining preference. Here we can see the hypothetical vendors that met the components of the experts' preferences. In this table, the experts provided the weights to each preference. The experts decided cost to be the most important, with a weight of 0.4. The attributes reputation and ease of use followed, each with a weight of 0.3. The calculations in this slide were used to select the optimal vendor. The overall value of each vendor can be found by calculating the weighted sum of each of the ratings. As an example, take vendor A, where the rating for reputation 100 is multiplied by its weight 0.3, which is then added to the products of cost rating and weight and ease of use rating and weight. The calculation for vendor A with the value of 76 is superior to the 70 value for vendor B. Hence, the analyst will recommend choosing vendor A for this particular situation. Vendor selection is a time-intensive process that can prove frustrating at times. After many product demonstrations, reference checks, and site visits, the organization may be left more confused than before the start. But this section has provided a group process to help the organization reach a consensus. It is designed to engage a large number of clinicians and managers, whereby information collected at different stages from different people are put to appropriate use. It is also organized to increase internal communication and produce a consensus around the vendor selection decision. We see that there is value in quantification as the numbers help keep track of the importance of different issues. Quantification allows for independent preferences to be numerically expressed, which can then be used to objectively aid decision-making. Also, conducting interviews enables experts to give their opinions without external influence, and interviews enhance the personal, engaging elements of the process. The take-home message here is that participatory vendor selection is an invaluable tool through which an organization can achieve consensus and make important decisions around investment in information technology.